The New Japan Cup is finished. It's in the books. Dominion is tomorrow. And as I like to call it, the New Japan Swerve. That is exactly what it was. It was a swerve, all right. Evil defeating Okada in the finals, but that wasn't even the biggest swerve of them all. It was Evil after he called out Tetsuya Naito, okay, at a respectful call out.
Yep.
Naito put his fist up to do the LIJ symbol, and instead, Evil, when he was going to do it, went like this quick and did his everything is evil finisher, and Evil is now a part of the Bullet Club. And that is a weird thing to say. Alex, what are your thoughts on Evil joining Bullet Club, and what were your thoughts on the match with Okada itself?
I believe Okada gave every ounce of his being in that match. Evil was very, very strong throughout this tournament, so I give him the most credit for winning the whole way through and getting far through the tournament. Also, Evil was very more aggressive, as you can tell, hitting Darkness Falls on Okada into the steel chairs. And the distraction outside was the pivotal moment for Evil to take advantage and win the match. So Evil joining Bullet Club for me has me excited to see what's going to happen at Dominion against Naito.
I'm curious. I'm curious with it, and you know what? I'm very mixed on it. And I'll tell you why I'm mixed on it. The reason being is because I don't know if Evil really fits the persona of Bullet Club. He's very different. He's a very different character than Bullet Club is. The thing about Bullet Club right now is they have no identity. The reason being is because their head leader, Jay White, he can't travel. Their
No.
second man, Kenta, he can't travel. Their third in command, Tamatanga, he can't travel. So it's essentially a bunch of, I don't want to say jobbers, but you have Gato, you have Jado, Taiji Ishimori, and and Yujiro
Yujiro Takahashi.
Takahashi, and those are the only guys that you have right now in Bullet Club that can really, you know what I mean. You look at that and you go, okay, well, Chaos has Okada, Suzuki Goon. Even though I know Minoru Suzuki, and by the way, we wish him a very speedy recovery. If you didn't hear, he came down with flu-like symptoms, so unfortunately he will not be able to participate. So we do wish him a speedy recovery. But they have at least Zack Saber and somebody that can lead that group, and then you have Lij with Tetsuya Naito as a leader. Bullet Club didn't have a leader, and
No.
you don't know how long this is going to last, Alex. You don't know how long the travel bans are going to be. So Bullet Club needed a leader, and I guess they felt that Evil was the guy. But I'm with you. I'm curious to see what Dominion's going to be like tomorrow. I'm very interested. Um, I'd be shocked if Naito lost because he's only had one title defense. But I would imagine if Naito's going to win, it's going to be like a quick roll up or something like that where the rivalry keeps going and going and going.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
and I feel Evil really shocked the world with what he did there. That nobody expected that. New Japan definitely swerved all of us.
They do, baby. That's what they do. They do it more than anybody. Um, but the question I have now for you, Alex, is so when the travel bans are lifted and Jay White and Kenta and God are all back, my question is, and with Evil there, do you think there's going to be too much leadership in the group? Does maybe there become some dissension between all the leaders, like Kenta, Jay White, Evil, and all those guys? Like, who's the leader? Do you expect it to happen, or do you expect it to be full systems go? This is how Bullet Club's going to do it with all the guys in the group.
I expected to be somewhat full systems go, but I feel like there's going to be some arguments and some some fallout in between who should be the leader, who should be in the matches, who should participate. I feel like there's going to be a lot of leverage there.
Do you think Evil fits the mold of Bullet Club, or do you think it could have been somebody else they made the leader instead?
I think Evil definitely fits the leader to be the Bullet Club, because as Kevin Kelly says, everything is evil. So you know you can't you know what to expect with evil.
Yeah, that's exactly it for sure. All right, so let's get into it then. So we got the matches. There's supposed to be 7 to 9 matches. They said they planned for tomorrow, um, for Dominion, and so far the matches that are definitely set. There's 3 of them. You have Tetsuya Naito going up against Evil. You have Suzuki Gun, Tai Chi, and Zack Sabre Jr. going up against the IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Golden Ace of Hiroshi Tanahashi.
And then you have the never open weight championship match, Shingo Takagi versus Sho. That's going to be a really exciting matchup to see.
Yes, I was gonna get and I was gonna say that was the next thing with the card I was gonna say. So let's start with predictions, I guess, because there's only good 3 matches right now so far. So you have Sho versus Shingo Takagi, and the reason why Sho is in a singles match is because Yo is out with injury and everything like that. So Alex, who do you have in this one? Shingo Takagi versus Sho.
I'm going to go with Shingo in the never open weight championship match because he's very strong, he's very quick, agile. He likes to use everything to his advantage on the outside floor. Sometimes using the ring post, we've seen him do that before with Sho and really go to work on Sho's legs. And Sho really likes to use speed and to his advantage, and Shingo's going to try and take him off balance.
For sure, I'm going to go with Shingo Takagi as well. I think it's going to be a great match. Again, the reason why Sho is doing this is because Yo is out with an injury. I remember Sho and Yo Roppongi 3K are the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. So, don't take light of that because Sho is going in as a champion into the match. But I definitely think, I think it's going to be Shingo Takagi coming up with the big victory over Sho in this one. Next up, we have, and this has been one that's been brewing for a while now, Alex, the Golden Ace of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi, the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, going up against Suzuki Gun, Zack Sabre Jr., and Tai Chi. Who do you like in that one and why?
I'm going to go with Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr. I think they work very well together as a team. I feel like Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr. really know how to work together and put things together in the matchup that are unbelievable. Zack Sabre is very good with submissions and being agile and really going to work on certain type of teams. So this is going to be an interesting matchup for sure.
I like the Golden Ace retaining. I think they haven't had the belts for long enough. When they beat God, and of course then that's when everything happened in regards to the pandemic and stuff like that. I think it's time. I think especially now with Evil and Sonata now finished, I think that makes it even weaker now for New Japan for their tag team division. They don't have many tag teams in their heavyweight tag team division. They really don't. It's very light. Losing Evil and Sonata doesn't help.
No.
So I think you got to let the Golden Ace develop more. I think they're a great team together. I think they're a group that's destined for good things. So I like them in this match. I think it's perfect for them. And we'll see how what their future holds. You hope when the pandemic and everything is gone, there'll be more tag teams that come forward. But right now, New Japan is very, very light on tag teams. It's just not an ideal situation for them. And losing one of their top tag teams in LIJ with Evil and Sonata, it just does not help the situation anymore. And let's go to because again, there's only 3 matches. Let's go to the heavyweight tag team. Let's go to the heavyweight tag team. Let's go to the heavyweight match between Tetsuya Naito and Evil. And this one is fascinating. This one is going to be interesting because I would be shocked if Evil won. Only because Alex and I've said it. I feel like it would be too quick for Naito to lose the belts, because both belts are going to be on the line. When you're doing it in the way that when you're doing the way that this whole situation is, you want a guy like Naito to build for more defenses. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you need more championship
Definitely.
defense. He can't have one defense in him. That's it. It's over. We're done. I think it would be too quick. It's For me. It would kind of be like when I believe it was Okada faced Kenta, and Kenta joined Bullet Club, and the way Kenta lost to Okada, it was like kind of like it was a great 45-minute match, and it made Kenta look phenomenal. That's what I think they need to do with Evil here. They need to make him look strong, but still formidable for a future match. And I think going forward, I think it's going to be Naito that wins this match tomorrow.
And I agree. You never know what's going to happen in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Things can change quite often, and I feel like Naito's definitely going to retain the championship, both titles, the IWGP Intercontinental Championship and the Heavyweight Championship. And I feel like he needs more time to grow. He needs more time to progress as the champion. And Naito is going to use everything to his advantage against Evil. Evil is going to be a very, very tough competitor for Naito, for sure. Naito's going to have to find a way to outsmart him.
Yeah, for sure. And you wonder, it was interesting because I was watching the match this morning, and all of a sudden I see Gato come out, and then I see Yujiro come out and beat up Okada, and I'm thinking, what's going on here? I don't know what's happening. What do they have to do with Evil? Kind of got a fishy suspicion that Evil was in part of the Bullet Club if they're helping him out in every sort of way possible. But if you look at Evil throughout the tournament, Alex, now I know he usually does things that are evil because, again, everything around him is evil. We know this. But he was doing more and more heelish activities, especially against Sonata. I mean, look at how he beat Sonata. He low-blowed him. He hit him with a chair. And now it's his tag team partner and a guy that he's won the IWGP Tag Team Championship with, and that's his LIJ counterpart, And I thought to myself, I said, this is very interesting because I don't know what to make of this whole situation because Evil just looked so heelish against Sonata. What were your thoughts when you saw that? Did you think throughout this tournament, especially after the Sonata match, did you have any idea that Evil was becoming more of a heel character in any sort of way?
I could see it unfolding slowly. I could kind of understand what was happening, the low blow, like you said, and even a couple times where he would stomp on his groin, stomp on him repeatedly on his lower back. That's something we don't see often from Evil. Evil is now becoming more aggressive than ever before, and this is a new side we're seeing unfold.
Absolutely. So, before we get to our next segment, we have a few more minutes. We're going to do a New Japan here. What was your initial reaction when you saw Evil do the Too Sweet sign tonight, though?
I was surprised. I was actually really excited because myself, I'm a Bullet Club fan. I've been following the Bullet Club for a while now, ever since I started watching New Japan 2 summers ago. So I'm excited to see how everything unfolds with the Bullet Club and what direction they go.
Now, I wanted to ask you this question. It's an interesting one. Who should be, when the pandemic is lifted, who should be the leader of Bullet Club and why? And here are your choices, Alex, okay? You got choices. You almost can't go wrong with any of them.
No.
Do you go with Jay White? Do you go with Kenta? Do you go with Evil? Or do you go with Tama Tonga?
I would go with the good guy, bad guy, Tama Tonga, because he really fits the mold to be the leader. I would be okay even with Naito. Not Naito. I'd be okay with Jay White and Tama Tonga switching roles back and forth. I would definitely like to see something happen.
Yeah, they kind of do that already. But you know for a fact that Jay White is the leader of the Bullet Club. You know that is his thing. Because he was the first one really to leave Chaos and join with Gato over to Bullet Club. And then, of course, then Kenta joined afterwards. And now Evil does it.
But if I had to pick somebody to be the full leader, it would definitely be Tama Tonga because he has the look, he has the skills to be a leader, and he definitely has the persona. He has the ability to lead people like Yujiro Takahashi and other members of the Bullet Club.